am here to bring you another video on a wardrobe and how to really stand out and look expensive, look elegant, look feminine, and just honestly capture attention and turn eyes. Now these are going to be, I believe, seven tricks and advice that most people don't follow. And to be honest, I didn't know most of these either until I started experimenting with my own clothing and really refining my choices of what things to purchase, how to combine outfits, and how to really make sure I look polished and presentable. These are not going to be cheesy, obvious tricks. It's actually going to be actionable things you can accomplish while also saving money. You can do this if you are on a budget or if you have no budget. First and foremost, I want to introduce myself. My name is Karina. Welcome to my channel. I make videos about money, women, and power. And recently I came out with an ebook on really how to get your confidence up and sparkle when you walk into a room so everybody turns their heads. I really suggest that you read it or go to intoamililady.com/confidence. This is very, very important because we're all taught to kind of go with darker colors, even the one I'm wearing right now, to go with blacks, dark blues, and grays, and to compose a closet out of those colors. But they really can dull your appearance and not make you stand out. So the seventh tip is to really focus on colors that add value to your complexion, that match your skin tone, and colors that you know you look good in, right? There's some colors that are dull and don't make you look good. For me, kind of a dusty rosy pink makes me look a little bit sick, even if I'm completely well, and that's because it clashes with my skin tone. So you want to find things that look good on your skin tone and compose your closet out of those. Pick colors that make you stand out. A good example is reds and whites, maybe greens. Those are all great colors. Picking fabrics that actually, again, flatter your skin and your hair. So if you have straight, slick hair, look good in soft fabrics such as silks, ones that don't have much texture, ones that are just slick. And that's because your eye is always looking for something to relax it. It's the biological wiring of us. We're always looking for the easy way out. And one of them is just following a nice pattern. And a nice pattern is something slick if it fits your complexion. If you have more textured hair, then you will benefit a lot from a texture like fabric, because again, it makes the travel of the eye a lot smoother across your face and your garment, and it's a smooth transition from your face, from your hair, to the outfits you're wearing. So that's a really interesting thing to consider. Fit of your clothing. Now, we all know that wearing things that are too baggy make us look maybe slightly overweight, they don't outline our figure, and they're just not the most complimentary things. However, there's also the opposite side of the spectrum, and that is wearing clothing items that are too tight. Often females will tend to go with that option because they think it makes them look more feminine as it curves the body. However, if it's too tight, and sometimes it's so tight that the fabric begins to scrunch at the waist or at the hip, wherever it may be, and that's an indication that your garment is too tight. And although it does outline your figure, it does not flatter you in the way you hope it will. Steaming your clothes. This is so important, and I honestly did not own a steamer until about a year ago, and it has completely transformed my wardrobe. It seems so silly and simple. They're literally $14 on Amazon. It's not like it's any huge investment, but the reason why I love it is because it's so much more gentle on the clothes than an iron is. And before, I was afraid to buy delicate, high quality fabrics because I didn't really know how to take care of them, and I thought that ironing would ruin them, and I've had that happen to me before. But when you steam, it's just obviously hot air, and it's very gentle. So you can steam silks, cottons, linens, any type of fabric, and it will leave all the creases out, and it looks so polished, so put together. And I steam my outfits if it's the type of fabric that needs steaming every time I go out, because it honestly makes you look so put together. I can't count the amount of times I've seen outfits that are obviously wrinkled and it's not supposed to be. For example, linens are okay if they're a little wrinkly because they honestly wrinkle as soon as you even iron them or steam them. But fabrics that are not supposed to be wrinkled, like dresses or work environments, it just looks like a horror show. And a lot of the times an iron doesn't even do a good enough job as a steamer because it can't get into the nooks and crannies. And it's those little details that often show. If you have an important meeting or something, you don't want to be showing up with something that's wrinkly. But steaming does preserve the longevity of your clothes and it makes you look really, really polished. Dry cleaning. Dry cleaning your clothes will make it go a very, very long way because it prolongs the longevity of your clothes. Now, don't think that dry cleaning is appropriate for everything because there are clothing that you can wash, kind of do a low spin, low heat. I actually wash my clothes, the ones that don't need dry cleaning, on cold water because they don't shrink, they don't damage, and they last longer. But for really high quality pieces that you can't put in the dryer or the washer, dry cleaning is such a game changer. Again, we are looking to re-innovate our closet so it lasts us a very long time. And so there are clothing pieces that we actually love and feel confident and enjoy wearing. Whether you are kind of spending more money on a certain dress or outfit, keep in mind that it will last you so much longer than a fast fashion piece. And if you actually do the calculations and the number of wears, and if you purchase classic things that stay in style, you will notice that over the years you can really build up a very powerful, luxurious closet of things you absolutely love that are versatile, that will last you years and decades. And I'm not joking, right? It's a myth to think that, and it's kind of the industry that makes us think that we have to rotate through clothes every summer and that, you know, there's a new season of designer or fashion items that come out and you must get the latest trends and things go out of style. I mean, things don't, honestly, they really don't go out of style unless you buy something that is very evidently supposed to be a short season, like something neon, like a neon crop top, which I don't suggest that you wear if you want to look elevated and kind of high class, right? That's not really a good classy look. But classy pieces will hold their value for literally decades and decades, and honestly you can probably even resell them for a higher price in 10 years because, you know, it's a vintage item that no longer is produced, right? But even with your clothing, it's very, very important to look at the long-term value as opposed to fast. And that's why dry cleaning is important, because some pieces obviously can't be washed. But I do suggest that obviously you don't even have to dry clean it every single time you wear it. You can do it every other time. Obviously shirts are a little different, but for example pants, your pants won't get dirty after 3 hours of use, right? Or a coat or something like that. So you can really extend that. And another thing is not even for the economical benefits, but it's for the fact that the more times you wash or dry clean something, the more faster it will ruin. So you really want to spread them out. Obviously some things you cannot, but if you can wear it a few times before doing it, obviously keep in mind your hygiene. Investing in high quality versus fast fashion items. This is so important. Again, everything I just talked about, you can build a strong, powerful closet of confident items over a prolonged period of time, other than continuing to invest or throw away essentially your money every couple of seasons. I just don't think that's a good mentality, and I honestly don't think that will make you feel confident. So I think it's better to save up for staple items and then kind of, you know, have them for years to come. And the number one most important tip on this countdown of advice is to, again, contrary to popular belief, do not hoard your closet. Don't hoard your clothes. I've seen so many videos on YouTube of these closets that are jam-packed where you can't even tell where anything is. And the truth is, you probably haven't worn those clothes in at least 6 months to a year. If you're not wearing your clothes, that long, then why are they even there, right? There's of course seasons of different seasons and rotations, and that makes sense, but some people go over the top where they think they need to buy something every single season, especially when they can't even afford it. Now that's a bad money spending habit, and you could be investing that money into business, which, I mean, I'm an entrepreneur, I have a few businesses, and I love that concept. If you want to see my business channel, it's also linked down below. Into a Millie, I do Amazon FBA, but you should be conscious of your finances as well. And again, really don't be having that mentality of I always need to get the newest thing, the newest trend, because if you wear classic things, they will look amazing. I mean, if someone gave you a Versace dress from 1993, would you honestly say no thank you, that's out of style? No, you would take it with open hands and it would be worth even more today. Don't forget to check out my confidence guide. It's down below, intoamillielady.com/confidence. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I will see you in the next one.